The new season is here. We have information about the new Blackbeard, match balancing, operator balancing, and shield nerfs, and of course a lot more. Let's start with the new Blackbeard rework, which kinda left us with a little bit of a bad taste. So what can he do now? He has now a shield that retracts when he is ADSing. In addition to that, he can go through soft walls and castle barricades. You can say that he is a mix between Blitz and Oryx, but he can also go through walls only 4 times, so you will have to choose wisely when to running through the wall. Also, beware that when going through the wall, you will get concussion, similar to Ella's Gersma, for about 2 seconds, and then you will be able to shoot again. You will be able to use his primary weapon as the AR and the DMR with ACOG of course, and he will not be having any secondary weapons, so we gotta say goodbye to the Deagle. Let's stick to the shield for a little bit longer. We have been waiting for the shield to get nerfed for entire season, but here it is now. Bashing is not going to give any damage, it's going to give 0 damage. Yes, you heard it correctly, 0 damage. And melee will work against the shields, where you can get something called a guard break, which means that if Monty is standing in a corner and you hit his shield more than 1 time, it will open up more each time you hit the shield, which will make him more vulnerable and easy to shoot down. And also, bashing will not take priority over melee, but you still need a little time to time it well. And also, if you shoot the shield with 5 bullets or more, they will not be able to sprint for about 7 seconds, which will give you enough time to back away. They also surprised us with some balancing for Ying, Sans, and Thunderbird. But let's start with Ying. Ying's Candelas will have a longer activation time to ensure that the defenders will be able to react to it, like shooting the Candelas or move away. For some odd reason, a lot of people seem to not know that you can actually shoot it. And they also want to prevent Ying from tossing the Candelas and just jumping in at the same time, which kinda is a little bit of annoying. Let's talk about Sans. She's getting a huge buff, and now her gadget will let you have the opportunity to toggle it on and off. You will also be able to toss her gadget when it's off as well. They also have changed so that her gadget will not be seen through cams or operator like Glass or Warden. Just remember though that her gadget can be destroyed with nades or impacts, otherwise they are bulletproof. The last operator to get a buff is Thunderbird. Now you won't have to stand in the healing circle to get full health. All you have to do now is get hit with one of her balls and your health will self-generate till you have full health. But it will stop working if you take any form of damage. Now let's talk about crossplay. Now you will be able to play together no matter what platform you are on. When you're searching for a game, you can choose if you want to search for matches across all platforms or just search only for your PC or console. While we're talking about crossplay, they will add another update onto Mousetrap. They have added so if you as a console player try to play with mouse and keyboard and you get caught 3 times, you will not be able to play in the console lobby. You will be stuck playing in the PC lobbies for 90 days, so I would advise you not to try. They are also introducing cheater match cancellation, which means that if they find a cheater during a match, the cheater will get banned, of course, during the match, and the match will get cancelled and you guys will not lose any points. I think this is a really good news, that way we don't have to suffer for an entire game together with a cheater. Now, let's talk about the repetition system. They have pushed this back due to it not working properly, and I can see why. What they have done now is refreshing everything. They are introducing something called units, which is a standardized way of understanding action and acts as a building block for your repetition. The goal of the repetition system is to catch those who are toxic in-game multiple times and to create a safe space to play. Will this work this time? I'm not so sure. In addition to the repetition system, they are putting in chat moderation. So every curse word or sentence that might be alarming will get flagged or removed. That will also include words that are slang or short words like STFU. If you do get flagged or removed chats multiple times during a match, you will automatically get muted for the rest of the match. If you repeat this for multiple matches, you will get muted both in text and voice for 20 matches. So choose your words wisely. Now we are going to be talking about something very complicated, the Phantom Player. It is a new way to calculate skill in a squad. It will take two aspects into account. One is the size of the squad, if you're playing in a full squad or in a duo squad. The second is the difference in the skill within your squad. Like your copper playing with a friend that is a diamond player. What this does as a whole is adding a 6th invisible player that's called Phantom Player. Think of it as an algorithm and not as a real player. It's very complex, I know, but it will help balancing out the games to make it more even. A second change that correlates to the matchmaking is the rebalancing of the matchmaking as a whole. So what does this mean? It will take two teams and then look at each player in the team and see if these two teams are balanced or not. If it is not, it will shuffle around the players to the other team to make it more even. Hopefully this will help to get more even matches. Another small change is that you can now toggle on drone trajectory. It's basically the same when you're tossing a nade or a C4. You get a little white line before you toss the C4 or the nade, but you can do that for the drone now as well. It will make it easier to jump up with the drone in certain places that might have been harder to do before. Another thing that they are going to be putting in the new season is badges, where you'll be able to get badges for long-term progression via challenges like kills or using a certain loadout. Not gonna lie though, it kind of reminds me of what Apex has when it comes to badges. And I do want to mention there's been some buzz about the patch that is in Oregon on the top floor on the double window that were put in a metal plate in the corner where people usually refer as default. That was a mistake patch. So there is no patch on that surface, so you are okay to be holding underneath without have to worry about the metal plate. If we look past the patch on Oregon, they have changed two things when it comes to the new season. They have changed the flashes. So they're reducing the flashes from 3 to 2, and that is because they want to minimize the utility dump that has been going on for the last season or two. The second change that they also have is you used to be able to prep a window just by hitting it once and then hit the yellow thing on the far left or far right of the window and you would get the wall prompt. Well, you can't do that anymore. Now you need to actually hit the window or the door twice to get the wall prompt. So, are you happy about the changes or are you going to miss it? And lastly, they are going to be releasing Siege Cup for all platforms. So if you want to see how far you and your friends can go in a play that is similar to Pro League, then I definitely recommend you to try this out. This was it, guys. Do hope that you enjoyed all the information about the new season, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well to stay updated for future videos like this. But until next time, guys, I wish you an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you are, and I will see you in the game. Bye!